Hello everybody, my name is Riverdaus. I came from class 2H and today I will be presenting about the influence of social media on social changes in Indonesian society. Please and thank you for listening to me. So the first page of this presentation is about definition the internet and the culture it brought to our society, the good and bad it also brought to our society. First of all, the internet has been one of the biggest thing that has happened in our modern culture in humanity. It also brought a different kind of culture that is very much different than what what our human culture is. Uh, One of us few thing is that the people that use the internet are very close to each other, even though they are physically very much away from everyone, and they were able to connect with each other. This has brought its own culture into our world, and obviously it also affected the culture of our Indonesian society. One of the first few things that happen, or at least on the first few thing that is big in internet culture, is going viral. One of the first, one of the few viral thing that has happened in Indonesia is the old saying of Om Telolet Om, where kids, adults, teenagers, blah blah blah, they will go to streets, freeways, and then they will say, have a sign. I'm sorry, will have a sign where they say Om Telolet Om. So the driver of trucks will use their horns that has been customized so that honk at them and then will film themselves to get to be viral. Social media, it could be posted to Twitter, Facebook, and so on and so forth. This obviously have positive and negatives. First of all, this encourage people to connect with each other. It's encourage people to talk with each other more and to share what they love. But also brought many bad changes that we will talk about later. Okay, next one. On this page of my presentation, the history and classification of internet. The history starts at about 1978. In this era, users could use bulletin boards to write small messages, or maybe I don't think they could use. I'm sorry, attach images or videos, but the letter will be read by others and have little to no features. In this era, many users still had slow and unreliable internet speed, usually uses their internet modems. Later, in 1995, the birth of GeoCity, where users could create and save data for website, and this meant that website could be accessed from anywhere. At first, it is very close. It's not that close. I mean, like, still pretty big range, but not global. Later, in 1997, in this era, two social media platforms were birthed, 6degree.com and classmate.com. But 6degree was more commonly used by the people at the time. Later, in 1999, in this year, Blogger was birthed and become the first private blog where users could create their blog and write whatever they wanted to. Next one. Later in 2002 is the rise of Friendster, the most viral social media platform at the time, and also the one to bring social media platform to the masses. It introduced social media as a way to connect with people for a lot for many people, because at the time social media was just like a fad and they think it will go away, but then Friendster come in and it's like, oh wow, this thing amazing. And later in 2003 is when both LinkedIn and MySpace were created. LinkedIn was unlike any other social platform actually at the time, because users could apply for jobs on LinkedIn. It's like going to interview at McDonald's or like KFC, but instead of actually going in person, you just go in the websites and maybe you got to get interview later. But anyway, MySpace was touted to be as being the most user-friendly social media platform, and that itself already has a lot of positive for people because doesn't need convoluted or hard to do steps to just post something about, I don't know, like eating stuff. And then later in 2004 2006 was the era when both Facebook and Twitter were created. Facebook and Twitter became and still are the biggest social media, and obviously now Twitter has been bought by Elon Musk and changed to X. A dumb name, to be honest. This platform where user could create posts or tweet, shit, to share their life. But actually not S. Anyway, in 2007 is the year when Wiser was birthed. It also the day when Wiser was launched. Fun fact: Wiser is hoped to become an online directory of organizations worldwide, including environmental movement carried out by individuals and groups. And then later in 2011 is the year when Google Plus was created. Google Plus used to be an invite to use website, but later it became public use. The next is classification. There are a few here. Collaborating projects where just your end website could collaborate, like Wikipedia, blog and microblogs, again blogger, contents. This is where YouTube comes in, and maybe Twitter a bit. And there are social sites like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, virtual game worlds like Roblox, Minecraft, any other multiplayer online game really, and virtual social worlds like the metaverse. And now the social changes that the internet has brought. But first of all, we will need to talk about the concept. The first is by Kingsley Davis. Social changes is a change that occur in the structure and function of society. And then McLaver, social changes are change in social relationship or change in the balance of social relationship. And then the next is G.L. Gillin and G.P. Gillin. Social changes are variation in accepted ways of life due to change in geographical condition, material culture, population composition, ideology, as well as due to the fusion or discoveries in society. And the last, Soloso German, all change in social institution within a society that affects its social system, including values, attitudes, and pattern of behavior among groups in society. And now the characteristic of change. The first one is a significant influence of material culture elements on immaterial elements. Change that occur in structure and function of society, change in social relationship or change in the balance of social relationship. Next is variation in ways of life have been accepted either due to changes in geographical condition, material culture, population composition, ideology, or diffusion or discovery in society. Or now modification that occurs in human life pattern. And last, all forms of change in social institution within a society that affects its social system, including values, attitudes, and behavioral patterns among groups of society. Now we have factor for changes. There are two factors from the community and out of the community. From the community, there may be change in population, in maybe size and demographic, and then there is new innovation that could be happening in our own society, like the internet, for example. Now from out of the community, there are physical natural environment like maybe disaster and such, war, obviously, with current changes, probably negative, and the influence of other culture that could be because of the internet and how it's very easy to just interact with other cultures. And now we have one of the biggest issues now in our community. FOMO, the fear of missing out, is a fear when something goes viral and we want to be part of that. This is a fear or a feeling that is very edge in our humanity because we as a social creature wanted to be a part of the bigger group, wanted to be part of this exciting new thing, and we wanted to be part of that. That's what is called FOMO, fear of missing out, that oh hey, this people is having fun and I want to have fun too. And now we're here with the positive and negatives of the what the internet has brought into our society. Being the positive is easily the first one, being able to interact with people all around the world with social media. We can connect with so many people all around the world with a simple click. We could talk, chat, or even see the person themselves through a video call. And the second one is social media makes it easy for people to express themselves. With social media, we can express our hobby, and more common than not, there will be other users who share the same hobby, thus making it easy to us to express our true self. The third one is time and space doesn't really matter in the virtual world. In the virtual world, you don't need to be shackled by time and space, as you can just chat or talk with anyone from anywhere and anytime with the help of social media platforms or chatting apps. The fourth one is easy to access news and easy to spread news. With the abundance of users on the internet, spreading news, be it important or unimportant news, has never been easier than just a single click from our computer. Now, internet is a very cheap service. Social media often are free to use website or apps, and many users only need to spend their money to just their internet provider. And now we come toward the negatives. The first one of the negatives are spreading our closest one. While on the internet it is easier to connect to people far away from us, but often than not, many users forget people they are close to them, such as family or even neighbors. And the second is the downfall of face-to-face interaction. Is how easy and convenient it is to just chat with somebody with the use of chatting platform or app. Many people would rather just chat with their friends than to meet them in person to just talk and just kind of chill with each other. The third one is being addicted to social media with how easy it is to use. Now it felt good whenever somebody complimented you on social media platforms. No wonder many teenagers became addicted to it. The fourth one is how easy it is to be affected negatively by bad people. With how easy it is to connect with a lot of people from all around the world, no wonder there are people with bad intention or even just bad people in the internet to cause harm or to impart negative knowledge to other users. And one of the biggest problem in the internet space are privacy. With how many people use social media platform where they share their slice of life in social media posts, privacy became such important duty that are countless people that have been doxxed by people on the net by sharing their real names and other sensitive information about them. The last one, is causing conflict. With how easy to spread misinformation and how many people that see sad news, it is easy to spread conflict, be it again by misinformation or by spreading hate in the internet community. That's all. And now, at last, we have come to conclusion that is social media really that positive as people think it is? Because again, social media, the internet, and whatnot could connect with a lot of people. But the problem with it is that there is barely any filters on who and why do you meet these people. Because again, it's pretty much just meet some random people from, I don't know, like America, Russia, and Ukraine, such. Is those people are bad people or good people? We don't really know. And so we as internet user needed to be careful, needed to be able to filter out bad guys, filter out that, oh, these people might not have the best intention. That's the conclusion that I've come up with. Thank you for listening to me. Hope you have a great time.